Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 55 of Trials and Trebuchets. I am your dungeon master, and my name is Luke. Joining me are the people who play in this game that I run, and their names are...
Hi, my name is Ben, and I'll be playing the level 6? Gnome Wizard, Windsor Wallaby, along with his cuddly little companion, Mr. Wiggles.
Because we leveled up between last episode and this episode.
I have to put a jingle in now.
Jingle, jingle, jingle.
Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Hello, everyone. It's me, Carla, and I play your level 6 Tiefling Rogue, Integrity Addleberry. What best way to celebrate not dying than being the newly appointed Wycliffe Wing woman?
Nice.
Appointed.
Appointed by me.
Self-appointed.
Hi, I'm Sarah, and I play Mira Marchand, the level 6 half-elf bard. Now that the fields trip is over, time for a field trip.
Oh, yes. And my name is Sam, and I play Saranep Cinderman, a level 6 human sorceress. We so excited here.
And last time...
Now that we're... How rude.
Wow, you just cut off her intro.
You just cut her off.
Ouch.
Wow.
I thought she
Never
was
mind,
finished
I'm done
already.
now. Fucking rude.
No, please. I would love to hear your witty one-liner intro.
No.
I want to
It's
hear
done.
it, though.
Sam,
It's
say
done.
it,
You
Sam.
brought this upon
It's
yourself,
gone.
and now all of our viewers hate you.
Now none of you will know.
We don't have any viewers, though.
I know.
Oh, shit.
So no one hates me?
Yeah.
No one hates you.
Oh, cool. Last time on Trials and Trebuchets, the students dealt with the consequences of their actions, receiving
Damn.
5 weeks detention, and Mira, Integrity, and Winsler received a academic strike for dishonesty and for general
Tomfoolery?
misbehavior, tomfoolery, if you will. They then received treatment for their minor injuries and spoke with their rescued classmates, trying to pressure Winsler into talking to the girl who it seems like there might have been something that he had a connection with her in some unknown capacity. And then there was some cute, lovely scenes of roommates hanging out and old childhood friends thanking one another. Now we find ourselves on the day before a lovely field trip. It's Thursday. You have one day. You, Winsler, had this situation last night with the aquamarine water flowing out of your sink. You are alone in your room, so it was an okay situation, but you do now have a soggy note. It's kind of dried at this point and is just a wrinkled piece of paper that says swimming pool next full moon. Mira, you had a rough time falling asleep because it felt like you had a sunburn on your left arm, where the spiral on your forearm is. Beyond that, everything's great. How are y'all doing? What's up? What do you want to do on this day? Go to class, hang out, go to detention?
Basically.
What day is it again?
Thursday.
Oh,
Thursday?
Thursday.
Can I have...
In which case... I go to class. Fuck.
Yeah.
Damn it.
I do have a class as well. But during my break, will I ever pass by where Professor Klimph's office is?
Yeah, you would pass by it. Yes, I would say so.
During like one of the breaks, can I go visit him and see it if it has been approved? My refund has been approved?
Oh. So you will walk into the enchantment building. Immediately, the secretary there will look up and see you and kind of wave you over, saying, Miss, I think there's a note left for you.
Ooh,
Are you
talking
Miss
to me,
Idleberry?
right?
Yeah, Miss
Yes.
Idleberry, correct?
yes.
Wonderful.
yes.
Here, and she'll rummage around for a couple moments and then hand you a small sealed envelope with Wildcliffe's crest on the wax.
Wild Chris.
Wild
Wax!
Wax, correct. A wax seal on this beautiful envelope. And she'll say, have a wonderful day.
Thank you. I'm gonna walk out of the office and take a look at what's in the envelope, please.
It is a small receipt from Wildcliffe that is kind of like a certificate entitling you to 150 platinum pieces.
What?
That's 100. That's 1,500 gold
Oh.
pieces.
Oh, okay. I totally know the conversions in D&D.
So that can be reimbursed at the bookstore, I would say.
Okay.
That's a place where they would keep money.
Yes, good.
Mira, today you have enchantment, don't you?
I
Or
think
spellcraft?
no, I have magical languages, and then afterwards spellcraft. Yes,
Okay. Wonderful.
enchantments tomorrow and yesterday.
Okay. So you arrive in spellcraft class alongside someone else. I think someone else is in spellcraft alongside you, if I recall correctly. It might be Serenepth?
It is.
Have spellcraft.
She
Let me
has
check.
spellcraft too, so yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's her.
Oh, yeah. I do, too. Today's
Okay,
a
so-
Wednesday?
Today's
Oh,
Thursday.
Tuesday? Thursday.
Oh, Thursday.
Oh, how come my
Yeah,
Thursday
spellcraft.
doesn't have spellcraft?
You should have spellcraft.
Oh, maybe I wrote something wrong.
I think you wrote your schedule wrong.
Oh no.
Because it says
This
it's
is why
just
she's always late
her
for
schedule.
class.
At least on Instagram, says she just has alchemy too.
If it should be the same as Serenepth's.
Okay.
So in that case, I
Yeah.
feel like you wrote your schedule wrong and you might have missed a class.
You've been missing so many
Um,
classes.
I mean, they're not mandatory.
So
I guess.
the three of you, Winsler not included because he did not take spellcraft 2, arrive
Nope.
to the small room in the I would say this one's in the abjuration department because that's where the necessary materials and classroom space is available. You arrive relatively on time. There's a few other students taking this course in there. There's like a few second years and a few of your fellow first years. And Professor Underbow, who teaches this course, is there and will, as you walk in, Mira, clear his throat and say, Miss Marchand, if I could have a word with you for a second.
Yeah, sure. Hi, what's up?
Absolutely. I'm scheduling you to write your histories exam this coming Monday at 7 p.m. in my office for
Okay.
3 hours. All right?
Okay. Yeah, sure. Okay.
Wonderful. I expect that you yourself will arrive to write the
Yeah,
examination.
it'll be me. 100%.
Absolutely.
100%.
Wonderful. Thank you. Please
Okay.
take your seat.
Yep.
And then he proceeds to teach you about the basics of enchanting, or not enchant, but the basics of the different material properties of metals. Today's class or lecture is focused on that of tin and coppers, which are used for not for like tin would be used for not very intricate materials, things that would just be like a single piece, whereas copper would be used for things that have to be very small, but they're not like to the same degree of effectiveness as something like brass, which is the like optimal enchanting medium. But they suffice and are much cheaper, so it might be a better fit for a project you might be working on, because that's the point of this course, is to learn how to do artificery in an efficient way. Winsler, do you have any classes of note today?
I have Conjuration 3 from 8:30 to 11:30, and then I have Divination 2 after that.
Oh, really? Divination. Wonderful.
Yeah.
You
I don't like that.
arrive to class. In this class, there's a few other students. Among them is Karina from your first year classmates. And you see at the front of the classroom, it's like a small semicircle classroom where there's a desk or like a table at the front, and then like desks all around it facing the center, on like raised platforms. And so you see Professor Deeptar with a large cane standing there, kind of looking very haggard, still a bit beat up, who is the true Professor Deeptar. And they will teach the course. Instead of going over the stuff which Oblex, Professor Deeptar had gone over, this Professor Deeptar, the true Professor Deeptar, elects to go over once more what the intent of the class is about. And your initial impressions about the course were that it was more focused on tea reading and learning about tea and prognosticating and telling prophecy based on solely tea leaves. The course which Professor Deeptar, the true Professor Deeptar, outlines, that is a singular component. That is a single week-long section of the entire class, and then you're moving on to definitely more effective ways of deriving prophecies,
Yes.
such as using bones and crystal balls, and even at the end, telling or like trying to read your own prophecy as like like the capstone assignment of the semester.
It's very spooky.
And after
also
like
cool.
after about 20 minutes of just kind of talking and stuff, he'll let you go for the day.
Yay.
So anyways, that's your guys' Thursday.
Cool,
Excellent.
cool, cool.
After all finishing classes for the day, what would you like to do?
I would like to study for the Monday exam.
Okay, wonderful.
I would like to cash in my money.
Okay, wonderful.
I don't know how to fulfill detention, but I'm going to try and
I think
do
it would
some
be
of
safe to
that.
say that detention starts after you guys get back from your trip, just for a sake.
Okay.
Because I want to give you guys downtime here. Like that's kind of like a hand wavy excuse, but I want to give you guys like a day of downtime before trip.
I'm gonna hang out with Philip and work on stuff. I
Ooh,
don't know.
wonderful.
I need to figure out when the next
Wow,
full moon's gonna be.
schoolwork.
You need to figure out when the next full moon's gonna be, and Integrity, you want to get your stuff cashed in, and then Mira, give me just a history check,
Sure.
or a history
Got it.
or religion check, I guess, because it is part like there is religion history, whatever's higher.
It's +1 either way. 9.
Oh, okay. 9. All right.
Oh,
You get a decent amount of studying done, but not a substantial amount. You feel very content with the amount of work you've gotten done, though.
I'll take it.
Integrity. You go
Hi.
to the bookstore.
Yes.
There is a large stone golem here, standing behind the very small wooden counter in this cramped room with the cramped shelves. They will look at you as they finish handing a small black leather textbook to a what looks like an upper year student who rushes out of the room, and they will look at you and go, "Hello, how might I help you today?
Hi.
Are you here to order textbook or other supplies?"
No. I have this. And I'm going to show the golem my check.
Yes. It will hold its hand out for you to hand it over.
And give it to the golem.
Yes. It takes it and turns around, inserts it into a small slot in the wall, and will hold its hand against the wall for some time, from which you can see a small white light emanating. It will then turn around and say, "The money will arrive shortly at your dormitory via one of my fellow Jeeds.
Will
It
they
will
bring
arrive.
it
It will be deposited within your dormitory.
inside the room?
Yes.
Okay.
Please inform your roommate so that it is not stolen, as we
I
are no
will-
longer liable for the funds once it has been deposited into your room."
As soon as I find that out, I'm going to go start running and look for Sylvie.
Okay. As you run out, the Jeed continues and just says very slowly, "Have a very good day." As
Have
you
a great
run
day.
out. Okay. Winsler, how are you going to figure out when the next full moon is, bud?
I gotta figure out. Shit, you're right. Maybe I could use some of the teachings from divination class. Maybe I can use that to like help me figure out. Okay, how can I predict when the next full moon is gonna be?
Okay. What
I
is,
got nothing.
what does that look like? Like how would we ascertain whether or not you could do that? Would that be an arcana check? Would that be a spell casting check? Do
I
you
have
have a
no idea.
specific spell that can do that?
I don't have a specific spell. I was just gonna be like, here's some equipment. Maybe this will help me.
Okay.
like,
What are you going to
focus a
try to
little bit.
use to read the stars, I guess, or read when the moon will be full once again? What technique? Because only so far you've learned the bare basics of tea leaf reading in one single class.
Okay. It's a great question. I might use. I don't know. I might use a tea leaf
Okay.
just to try my best to see if I
Sure.
can figure out like.
So give me an arcana check.
Oh boy. It's okay. Was it 16?
Okay. You examine the way the leaves in the tea float, You examine the way in which they rest at the bottom. You smell and think, and kind of consulting with your textbook. All signs point towards it being within the next, or within the next, you can narrow it down to a range of dates, I would say. So it's currently the 26th day of summer, or sorry, the 27th day of summer. And I would say that you could probably narrow it down to probably the 34th, 35th. So like a week from now.
Okay, so that might be until after our little vacations first. So I have time. That's fine.
Yes.
That is kind of what I wanted to know, so I could get like some sort of a window.
Absolutely.
I am good now.
Okay. So in the event that any of you would return to your rooms, such as Integrity is doing, I don't know, Mira, where you were studying, or Serenep, where you and Philip were studying. I assume probably at your room or in the library somewhere.
Library.
Okay.
I think we would get distracted by other people walking by, so I think we would just kind of study in my room.
Okay. Well, in the event that you would return to your dorm, in like Serenep has done after class and Integrity is doing, you would see that there is a small note stuck in like the door jamb, which is not typical of notes being delivered to your rooms. Typically they're in like slipped under the door, but these just seem like little folded pieces of paper, which read, meet at Hall of Voyages 5 p.m. tomorrow. Pack any books or instruments is in quotations, you may need for the trip, and formal wear for the meeting in the Spire. Weather will be warm. Dress accordingly. And then AA.
Formal wear?
Formal wear.
Like a gown?
It's
Power
a note.
suit
Interpret
with
it,
shoulder pads.
Interpret it as you will.
Jumpsuit.
Cool. I'm gonna start packing then.
Gotta get ready.
Yay, packing.
Is this like a trip for everyone or
Nope.
just the four of us?
And artists.
Yes. Okay.
The best.
Just the
group.
4 of us, no artists. Artists can have little a field trip
As a snack.
as a snack.
So,
Artist has been instructed to kill us all because of
Oh my
trouble
gosh.
that we've been
shit.
Oh, he
causing.
doesn't need
Squash.
instructions.
He's
He
gonna
do that of
take
his
us
own free will.
out. He's gonna take us out at the top of the tower.
so if that's it for your Thursdays, unless there was any other major events, any other shenanigans, any other downtime things you wanted to get up to,
No.
Do I ever get my money?
Do I ever get my
you
money?
wait in your dorm room for 30 minutes until there is a you hear the lock being opened by like a key, not just like someone picking the lock, and then the door opens and you see a large Jeed standing there with a small wooden box, and they crouch down and walk into your room and will place it on one of the desks, look at you and say, "Have a very good day. I apologize for the intrusion," and we'll leave. And so you have this small wooden box on your desk, to which you can open. Inside is, you can count it, 150 platinum pieces, 1,500
Holy
gold
shit.
pieces.
Can I please lie down on my bed and just pour the money on my face and just savor it?
Integrity isn't a music video.
You can absolutely do that, yes.
You can exchange it all for copper coin, then jump into the room and dive into
Oh
like
my
money
gosh.
Angel.
I'll fill up the
The bathtub.
bathtub
Wash basin.
with coins and just
Gosh.
swim in it.
Okay. Yes, that does occur. Sarah, if you wanted to find Mirandine?
Yeah, I wanted to also give him the thanks.
Sure. I would say that you might be able, like, the most likely place you would run into him is dining hall.
Wow.
Wow.
Where we all come
Where
together.
everyone is, because it's dinner.
No one ever leaves the room.
Nope. He's there
Nope.
with his friends, pals, Karina, Ira in her
His
cast.
amigos.
Ira in her cast, who looks not happy. The other first years are kind of at the table. The three of you could be here if you want, if you wish.
Yeah, sure.
This is kind of at an
Sure.
undefined
I assume
point
we
in time.
eat.
Yes, I
Yes.
assume you consume food.
I better.
Yeah. Sarah, if you can find Mirandine here. He's chowing on a lot of food currently.
I'm going to go over and say, hey, can I talk to you for a really quick sec?
He turns around. There's like some gravy pouring down the front of his like jaw, and he'll wipe it very quickly and go, sure. Is it serious? And stand up. And in standing up,
Nothing too serious. It shouldn't be too much of your time.
Oh, sure. And he will follow you to a discreet location where you can say things to him.
Basically, I wanted to say thank you for helping us back there. I know we don't know each other that well. I've heard stories of you from my team members, and I'm gonna be real. The way they kind of explained you made you sound like not a nice person, but I see that's not the case.
Yeah.
I
assume that's Mira. I don't think she likes me very much. I'm starting to get hints that she doesn't like me much. I don't know why.
Yeah, I mean, before I met you, I figured it was a whole thing, but after actually meeting you and talking to you, it seemed like more of a one-sided. Like, you don't hate her, do you?
Absolutely not, no.
Anyway,
She yelled at me once about extracurricular activities, but besides that, no bad
I don't
engagements.
have context for that either. Anyway, I just wanted to say thank you for coming to help us.
It's okay.
With the whole Ublex thing. I
appreciate your gratitude. Thank you all for, well, I guess you weren't one of the original, you didn't initially come, I came to your friends and asked them what they knew, so I guess thank you for knowing what was going on and being the 4 people who always get into a mess.
Yeah, that wasn't a great first introduction. I was sort of angry at them at the time, but...
Yes. Well, I'll see you in detention, I suppose.
Yeah, I'll see you in detention. And hopefully next time we all end up hanging out together, it won't involve a life or death monster.
Or being yelled at and everyone calling everyone else stupid.
No promises.
Or finding a cave full of birds that are yelling at us as well.
Or finding a cave full of screaming birds. Have you found out what that's about?
Not yet. I haven't had time to look into it.
You haven't? Okay. Your integrity still has the key, so, I mean...
Wait, I heard my name!
She hears us from, like, the
you
dining
hear from,
hall.
like, 50 feet away. You hear... integrity, and you're like, wait.
I heard my name. Literally, anytime someone talks about anything that has the word integrity in it, she like bursts through a wall. Like, hello.
Yeah. You called
me? I heard my name. No, so
absolutely, he'll give you a firm pat on the arm and turn back to go to the table and continue consuming large amounts of meat product.
I'll go back to where I was sitting with Philip and the group.
Absolutely. Easy. Great. Premium.
Wonderful.
Wonderful.
Took the words right out of your mouth.
Shit.
Well, that's getting cut.
Divination class is coming in handy.
Whoa.
Oh no.
So that's it. Go to bed. Sleepy time.
Sleepy time.
Sleepy time.
Sleepy time.
Can I?
This is the weirdest song.
Can you?
Just quickly before I go to bed, I'm just going to, after such a stressful moment, I'm just going to repack my chest, my treasure chest.
Your trunk.
Check if everything's still there. The orb is still there.
Mm-hmm. Are you?
I'm gonna bring my orb.
I would assume that you guys are packing bags tonight. I would hope.
Yes.
So what is everyone packing? Anything specific you wanted to bring? If there's something specific that you would have had to go elsewhere on campus, like we can just say that over the course of the day you went and got it if you so desire. Like it can't be like I want this wicked, insane, weird thing, but like within realm of reasonability, we can make that happen.
I think you talked about having like a student store or something like that.
There's a bookstore.
Is there like a section in there, like how like with the fine arts department, like there's like sketchbooks and stuff. Is there like a section with like small jars of like spell components that I could like?
Oh, absolutely.
Pick up some stuff for all my spells.
Undoubtedly, yes. You could get spell components. It'll cost you.
I have money.
Okay.
Lucky.
What are you buying?
Oh god, there's so much stuff I have.
Things you're buying? Do any of them have a monetary cost? Like that's necessary? Like it's like it has to be this much money?
I don't think so.
For clairvoyance, I would need a focus worth at least 100 gold, either a jeweled horn or for hearing or a glass eye for seeing.
Oh gosh.
And I mean the pendant around my neck, but I mean like
That, I would say,
that would like destroy the components as I use the spell, wouldn't it though?
oh, since it has a cost, yes.
Yeah, so I won't do that to the necklace.
Okay.
Hey, remember those marbles that looked like cat's eyes? Do they have those?
You can buy a glass eye, $100 like glassy eye. There's just a big, like at the front counter, there's just a big bowl of them. They look like mints, but they're absolutely not, you know? And it's just like 100 gold pieces, 110 gold pieces each. But yeah, you can, if you require spell components, you can get them here. Yes.
Can we just say I pick up spell components and then like I spent a certain amount of money on that?
You guys don't have to go through the grocery list of buying spell components.
Okay, so what I need is
if you require spell components and they have a monetary cost and you can afford that, deduct it from your bank account. Deduct it
Your
from
magical
your
bank
gold tally. I'm interested in knowing what stuffs you're bringing with you though. That's valuable information to me, your dungeon master. I would like to know it.
I would be bringing my good luck stone, obviously. It stays around my neck.
Yeah.
I would bring my fork that turns into a trident.
Okay.
Because why not?
Or for eating noodles.
Or for eating noodles, if
my
there's noodles there.
My explorer's pack, my component pack.
Sure.
Besides that, there's nothing else big that I have on my person that I would bring with me, besides like clothing and stuff.
Wonderful. Anyone else bring anything of note whatsoever?
Yeah, I'm gonna bring my lyre, my flute, some nice formal wear. I'm gonna be wearing my necklace. I'm gonna bring Kurogami for company. And then I'm gonna bring that hat that Winsler got me from Salty. I was gonna give it to Delnis as like an apology gift, but A, I couldn't find her, and B, after learning that he got it from Salty, and like, that just seems too dangerous of a thing and too thoughtful of a thing to like give away to someone, so I'm keeping it.
Oh yeah, I'm bringing the eye pendant.
Okay, yeah, I figured. Wonderful.
Oh, do you want me to say what I'm gonna bring?
That's what this part's about, yeah.
I will be bringing my orb. I will be bringing, of course, my baby girl.
What are you...
I don't know, very...
How are you storing the orb? I feel like is important information to know.
I imagine having brown cloth wrapped around the orb and just putting it nestled in my backpack. And then I'm going to bring some of Sylvie's white cloth so that Ida has a bed to sleep in.
Okay.
That's pretty much everything I own.
Okay, that's fine.
And obviously my money, some of them.
Yes, some of it. Yeah. Winslow, are you bringing anything of note? Do you own anything of note?
I do own things of note, thank you. I'm gonna bring all the books that I currently have on my person.
Holy shit.
I'm gonna bring the scale for some reason. I'm gonna bring my red D6.
Yep.
My component pouch, my spell book, and the clothes on my back.
Wonderful.
Wait, do we also have to say like the things that we already normally have on us, like my squall and stuff?
No, I just want to know. I just want to know things of note, you guys. Like,
also some like tea leaves.
Sure. Wonderful. That's a great vacation, or I guess work trip bag, school trip bag. Okay, you guys can all pack your clothes and be prepared to go tomorrow afternoon. Tomorrow afternoon. Mira, once more tonight, your arm hurts a lot.
More or
like,
the same?
Yeah, I would say more.
Okay.
Like noticeably more.
How did the ooze get into your bloodstream?
No, it's the dead ruler.
Inject the ooze into my bloodstream.
But if she's not going to talk to me, there's not much I can do about it. So I'm just going to try to go to sleep.
Absolutely. You all sleep through the night. And then in the morning, go to classes. You attend classes. Classes are fine as normal. You get the kind of, you know when you are going to class as a kid and like you know that there's a cool field trip coming up and you're like, or like a break, like a school break, and you're like, I cannot focus because I'm very excited about this other thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
I would assume that the energy is somewhat like it's close to that, right?
For sure.
I think Sereneth would be nervous about going on this trip, considering what's happened to her the other times that she's gone on these trips.
That's very true. But the day passes. and you can arrive 5 p.m. at the Hall of Voyages.
This accursed
Wow.
place again.
This accursed place.
Damn.
So,
The place of my reckoning.
you all
Where the tower shall crumble.
you all arrive, standing and enter through the doors of this large hall, standing near the front, not like at the. I would no. Let me rephrase. Standing at the front, like as you walk in, would be Artis. He is wearing what seems to be the equivalent of like linen clothes, like the things people wear in like the tropics. You know, like a linen shirt, linen pants. Like
He's
they're,
got sunglasses and like one of those Hawaiian shirts on. And it says
He's
Oh
wearing one of
my
those like
God.
straw hats,
Island
and he has like
time.
sunglasses on, and then like just on his nose a dab of sunscreen.
He's holding a
Oh my
margarita.
gosh.
Jesus.
He also has a beach ball under his arm.
This is not correct. It's
Yes,
it's a black linen shirt with like white linen pants.
But our island dad.
The island dad.
Island dad.
please.
He does not have a hat on, but his hair is tied back with his typical red ribbon. He will see all of you and look at you and kind of look at the ground for a second and kind of wait for the words to come to him.
He must be so
And then
excited
he'll-
to see us.
Look at the four
He
of
must
you
be like nearly exploding.
Oh man, these are the kids I sold out to the cops.
and
Fucking
say,
narc.
I had a meeting with Professor Underbow yesterday afternoon.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know.
We know.
Yeah.
All right. I just wanted you all to know, and he'll turn and point at someone who is further back in the hall. You might know them from the early episodes. They are an elfin individual. They are wearing like goldish robes.
swishy
very
assistant?
swishy. Yes. You might remember this person as the previously described swishy assistant of Professor Underbow. Artist will gesture towards this individual and turn back to you and go, Professor Underbow's assistant will be accompanying us to keep an eye on the four of you because he doesn't 100% trust me to bring him the honest truth immediately. So
That's
be on
fair.
your best behaviors.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
I was really
Also,
expecting
since-
Fenwick, by the way.
And he will look at you, Integrity, and ask, "Did you bring all necessary instruments with you?"
You mean the orb, right?
Yes. What else would I mean? Of course, I mean the orb. And so, Artis has this very large backpack at his feet. He also has a small stone. It's like a stone cube with a like wooden handle on the top of it, like
It's
a little
Rubik's
like a little
Cube.
carrying case. And it looks to be fairly substantial sized. And he will gesture towards it and his backpack and say, "I brought all of my necessary instruments as well, Integrity, and additionally the Heart of Gold." It's just because, you know, I find it relevant to have the artifacts of in question on hand when we're going to have them examined and ask questions about them, you know?
Just to
Ye-
make sure the artifacts are just to make sure the instrument that you're talking to me specifically about is just the orbs, nothing else.
Integrity, yes, I'm just talking about that.
Okay. Sorry, I just need to make sure. I didn't want to forget anything and have to run back to my
No,
room.
I didn't. No, that's all that was required. If you wanted to bring other books on the subject or other things that you wanted to be just bring with you for the sake of bringing with you that you thought might be useful, you could have brought them as well. But if it is just the single object, that is perfectly acceptable as well.
I'm a light
Oh,
traveler.
so that's what you meant by instrument.
Yes, that's what I meant by
Sarah
instruments.
puts away her flute.
And he will.
I thought they were just in quotes because you didn't respect my musical career. You really are a father figure.
Okay, literally.
I don't
when
say that.
Thing said instrument. I was like, oh yeah, like a piano. Sure.
He will say, we should be on our way before it gets too late. Once we arrive, we'll be heading to the inn that we'll be staying in for the 2 days, or the night we'll be there. We're and we're walking and talking at this point, walking to the back of the room. And we'll be there tonight and tomorrow for most of the day and leaving tomorrow evening. And our meeting will be most likely taking all of day tomorrow, but in the event that we finish early, you feel free to explore the town in a responsible manner. And as well as tonight, feel free to explore in a responsible manner. But until we get established in the inn, stay with me, please. Dear gods, stay next to me.
Please explore in a reasonable manner.
And at this point, you will reach the swishy assistant, who will bow to you all and say, "Hello, good afternoon, everyone."
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Who are you?
Yes, I'm well aware of who all of you are.
That's
I've
great.
been, as I am sure your mentor has instructed or has informed you, I am to act on behalf of Mr. Underbow.
So what was
He
you
your
have a
sounded
name?
like Artist when we first met him.
Very much so. Should we do you have a name we can call you? Or are you just gonna kind of talk to us like you hate us?
You might call me Altine.
Ooh.
Great. Another ominous looking elf with an A for a name.
It's almost like high elves have A's for their first names.
It's almost like all high elves are very mischievous or sinister when we first meet them.
How would you spell
So-
Altine?
Altine.
You messed up, A18.
Like a saltine, but with an A instead of an S.
Yep.
Cool.
It's not Altine. It's Altine.
It's hard to say.
Oh.
I just
gosh.
love that joke.
Oh God.
So as he introduces himself, he'll bow to describe this individual to the best of my memory because it's been a long time. If I
Don
recall,
Giovanni?
he's fairly tall. He's wearing like swishy golden robes that seem very light. These seem to not be the robes that he wore previously. These seem to be the summer version, very breathable. And he has long blonde hair that's just down, very big pointy ears, very, very poofy eyebrows, like just very like sharp, and like there's a lot of hairs coming off of them. Yes.
Cool.
I'm gonna look between the two of them and think in my head, wow, the contrast.
Amazing.
Artists will say, so without further ado, I guess we should be on our way, seeing as we have a schedule to keep to.
Yeah, let's go.
Wonderful.
Lead the way.
And you will walk over to a small, it probably like 5-foot diameter teleportation circle. This one is made of solid metal, solid brass, most likely, by the look of it.
Last time we teleported, we got a little sick. Do you have any gorp for us so that we don't vomit on our way out?
Or like ginger ale.
Altine will look over to Artis.
I need a
with,
Tums.
like, kind
Do
of like
you have saltines?
like a smirk on his face, and Artis will put his hands up and he'll say, no, I don't have any snacks, but we're teleporting right into town, so if you all need something to eat, we should be able to find something fairly easily.
Ooh, delicacies.
Okay, thank you.
Delicacies?
I'm just gonna hold both my hands together and squeeze really hard so I don't throw up.
Absolutely. Yeah.
That's good.
And Artis utters a few words. The runes on this brass surface beneath you illuminate in a dark, dark, dark blue, like almost black. And you all find yourselves whisked away. The first notable thing would be that it is summer, even in Wildcliff.
Wow.
In the far north, it is summer, and it's warm there, even up in
Wow.
your mountain cavern. Here, it is much warmer and much more humid. Like it almost feels like you're swimming as you're standing there. As you materialize, it feels like you are standing in a pool of water already. Like very, very, very humid.
Ew.
Like I would say maxed out humidity.
Oh.
Horrific. Like that very like just sticky feeling on your skin.
Like the air is made of hot soup.
Like the air is made of
I
hot soup.
pull out my very big hat and put it on my head.
Okay, and then of course it's incredibly warm down here. Like probably 3 times as warm as it would be in
Holy
Wildcliff.
fuck.
Oh my
Like
gosh.
if I had to
Jeez.
equate it to a real world temperature, I would say high 30s, low 40s.
Oof.
Incredibly warm.
Literally what we
Holy-
experienced this summer.
Oh,
I'm-
no.
I'm going to bend down, and so I'm wearing a long dress. I'm going to I'm going to take
Oh
out
no.
my dagger and cut it and make it into a short dress.
Okay. So as you all appear
That's fucking awesome.
and Integrity immediately just cuts her dress. How high is it?
So it's like, how high I cut it?
How high do you cut it? Yeah.
Like maybe around my knee, and then the cloth
Okay.
that I get at the bottom, I'm going to make into a hair tie.
Excellent.
I love this.
Fashion.
So as Integrity does this, the swishy elf, Altine, will look around at all of you, kind of like as if making mental note of everything occurring. Looking around this wonderful room, Artis looks mortified as a note as that you're cutting your dress immediately upon arrival. As you look around, you are in a incredibly busy, large, open building or structure, I should say, which appears to be made of this dark, brownish. It looks like stone, but it doesn't seem to be cut in any way. But it's this immense octagonal. Thank you, Benjamin, for that lifesaver you've thrown me. It's this huge octagonal building with like an angled ceiling. Imagine like an octagonal pyramid, if you can conceive that.
Oh.
What?
Geometry.
I love it.
And
I
then
hate it.
to the, I would say like, if you think about it, like the cardinal directions, there are large archways that are just open. You are on a sort of raised platform along one of the walls, like I would say the upper left corner maybe. There seems to be a few other of these brass teleportation circles along the wall here, but like probably like 6 or 7 of them. And as you stand there for a few moments, like 2 or 3 of them light up, and people of odd fashions, I would say, walk out. People wearing like large cape. I would say the one right next to you guys, to your left, lights up as you're kind of standing there, and Integrity's cutting her dress, and an individual wearing a full set of like peacock feather robes with a cloak and like a large hat emerges and kind of like struts, and following behind them there's 2 people carrying like this large very gaudy chest.
Oh,
that
this
seem to
is
be
my
struggling
place.
carrying
These are my people.
Oh my goodness.
And as you look around, it seems like everyone, like it's just a hustle and bustle. If I had to like imagine a medieval Times, or not Times Square, like
Like the restaurant?
Grand Central,
Okay.
right? Where it's just people moving constantly. And people seem to be moving towards the central either seem to be moving towards a central platform in the room, which is also an octagon and seems to be raised about 3 feet above the ground with stairs leading up to it, where there is a soft blue light. As people walk up the stairs, they vanish.
Cool.
And alternatively, people are walking out of that blue vanishing light and walking out the doors or the gateways in
That's so
either
pretty.
in whatever direction. And
Whoa.
it's very warm. The ground is cold, and it seems to be some sort of, again, stone. It's this same dark brown colored, almost with hints of like gold to it, as it flecked in. And artists will pull out a small map and walk over to one of the railings and kind of try to orient himself within the city, and be jostled a bit by people just walking by. Again, the same as the rest of you. As you try to like walk, people it's a very thick crowd, so it's kind of jostling. People are like bumping into you, knocking you this way and that way. But you can all stand around in a small circle as Artis consults the map, and he will say, we're looking for a place called the Ocean Breeze. It's the inn that we have booked, 5 rooms. So I think it should be just a 5-minute walk east from the Spire base. So everyone stay close. Try not to get robbed or pickpocketed, and just stay within my eyesight, please.
I like immediately hold on way tighter to my bag when he says that.
Hugging his leg.
I'm gonna take it off my back and just
hold it in front of
put
you.
it in my chest and hug it for my dear life.
Wonderful. And he will begin to lead you. It's very easy to follow him through the crowd because he is a large fellow.
Can I talk to Artis as we walk?
Absolutely. What would you like to talk to him about?
I'm gonna go up to him and I'm just gonna be like, hi, Artis. Can I talk to you for a sec?
Absolutely. I have nothing else really going on except walking here.
Okay, cool.
Sassy.
I just wanted to say that, like, sometimes when I speak, the words sort of vomit out, and the words go faster than my brain goes, and that's, like, a problem. So I just wanted to say, the other day, when I was talking to you, and the words were going faster than my brain, the words might have been a little bit rude, and I wanted to, like, say sorry for that. And also, I'm glad that you talked to Underbow, and, like, just, like, thank you, and, sorry.
He will be walking and kind of slow down a little bit and look at you, like, almost not squinting, but, like, eyebrows, like, very confused, like, what are you talking about? And then once he realizes, oh, you're trying to apologize, he will get his nice smile back on his face, and he will say, well, I appreciate your apology very much, Mira. It means a lot. Thank you.
Okay, I'm glad. Cool, okay.
And you'll all continue walking along. As you walk out from the building, the jostling and bumping seems to subside a little bit, and you're walking through these very narrow streets. The buildings here seem to be made of clay and are very domed and arched, and people are selling like oh my gosh, in front of the buildings there's like stalls aplenty, and everyone's selling stuff. There's street foods, there's like giant bins of like spice and like carpets. There's a lot of carpets. Just rolled up woven carpets. People are yelling at each other.
Make a nice robe out of that.
And I need everyone to make a perception check.
Uh-oh. The classic.
14. 12 plus 2.
Perception.
17.
9.
17.
Hey.
Okay. All right. I need Integrity and Mira to roll D100.
What? It's never a good thing when the D100 comes out.
90.
49.
Oh, I need to roll the other one. Okay. 90. Wait. Yeah, 90.
90 and 40.
9.
90 and 49.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Both. So as Artis kind of like leads the pack, he leads all of you through this crowd. I will say that Mira and Integrity, you're kind of standing side by side, and Winsler and Serenepth, you're in front of them. The swishy elf, Altine, is behind you, Integrity, and Mira. Suddenly, you feel a large shove, and both of you find yourselves on the ground.
Oh, shit.
Your belongings, which you had taken off of your backs, holding into your hands, have gone scattered across the ground. The crowd kind of stops for a couple seconds and then continues with their walking. And what would you like to do?
Uh-oh.
The first thing I do is retrieve the orb.
Okay. So
I go for my lyre first.
Did we hear them
Absolutely.
fall?
You absolutely hear them fall, and like the entire
Red-
crowd stops moving and kind of looks at them.
I'm going to turn around and help them pick their stuff
Okay.
up.
Must assist
And
them.
I will say Winsler and Serenepth, as you turn and you see like 4 or 5 people run by. They look like teenager aged, like young teenager to young adult, I'll say, like
Youths.
from the age range of like 15 to like a bit older than you. One of them seems to have like crashed into Integrity and Serenup and is like kind of like scampering off into the crowd, and the other ones seem to be like on their hands and
what?
knees.
You mean
Sorry. Mira and Integrity. I apologize. There's a lot of names here. There's a lot of moving pieces. I apologize. And so the one who seems to have crashed into them and caused them to fall to the ground has kind of scampered away into the crowd. And you notice, the two of you, that there's like 3 or 4 others like going around picking their things up off of the ground.
Those assholes.
From where they have fallen. And then like as soon as they pick up like one thing, they'll run off into the nearby alley or like disappear into the crowd.
Can I cast Levitate on one of the kids who are about to run off with the stuff?
Absolutely. You could do that.
Okay.
So a small kid, with very long hair, he has a flat-ish nose and little brown eyes. He looks to be about 16 years old and is wearing like a small leather vest and some linen pants, let's say. Similar to what Artis is wearing, but more like capri style, you know? No shoes, none of that stuff. And he is holding, I will say, let's say Mira's lyre.
I'm going to
go straight up into the air.
The liar has stolen the lyre.
I'm gonna walk up in front of him, not say a word, and hold out my hand.
He will drop it into your hand and begin struggling in the air. The crowd around, again, pauses as if to be like, oh, wow. And you hear like a few claps and like cheers and go, wow, magic. Excellent work. And Winsler, you can see the swishy elf kind of hit Artis on the arm and like gesture towards it, smiling, and Artis will look stressed out as normal.
And I'm going to set the kid a little bit further, like I'm gonna like step back so he can't like grab anything, and I'm gonna set him gently on the ground and be like, off you go.
Excellent. So then you can continue to collect your possessions. You seem to be missing your money, Mira.
Uh-oh.
Great.
But nothing else of real consequence. Like maybe like a piece of clothing or 2, but nothing major.
I'm gonna give Mira her lyre back.
Absolutely.
Thank
Integrity.
you.
Integrity, Idleberry.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
You are missing all of your money, and you cannot find the orb.
Oh, fuck.
And that's
God
where we're going to
damn.
end this episode.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
God damn it!
Oh, that's so bad.
Motherfucker.
Luke, remember when I said I was excited to start the new arc? I lied. Can we go back?
Oh, shit.
Sarah, can you do the outro?
If I must. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Trials and Trebuchets. If you did, please leave us a rating or a review on iTunes. It really helps us out a lot. If you enjoy this podcast, you can also check us out on Instagram or Twitter at Trials and Trebs, and we have a wonderful Discord server where you can talk to other listeners, post fan art, share theories, and just engage with a cool community of people. Finally, we have a Patreon, and it would mean so much if you were to contribute to it. We want to get better sound equipment and just generally provide a better experience, since we are operating at a loss at the moment. Thank you so much. Hopefully we'll see you next week.
Thank you everyone for listening. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.